We're tracking some breaking news here at 5 in Cudahy, a deadly industrial accident at a car dealership.
Police say they got the call just before 3:30 at the Ewald's Venus Ford. That's along Layton Boulevard, just east of Pennsylvania Avenue. We do have some video that is just in from the scene. That's what you're looking at right now. Our crew spotted police in the dealership parking lot and an OSHA worker going into the building. We are working to learn more about the nature of the accident, but police say the victim died at the scene. That person has not yet been identified. Popular e-cigarette maker Juul is defending its product in a trial before the Minnesota Attorney General sued the company.
During opening statements, the AG argued Juul used slick products, clever ads, and attractive fruity flavors to draw in young people. Defense lawyers told jurors the company's goal is to help adults who want to switch away from traditional cigarettes.
It's recognized that there will be youth use, because these products are also capable of being used by people that aren't supposed to be using them.
The state cannot child-proof the world, and we're not trying to. But the law provides that its citizens are protected from companies trying to deceive, manipulate, and mislead them.
The lawsuit seeks more than $100 million in damages. The trial is expected to last 3 weeks.
Today, lawmakers on Capitol Hill introducing the Access to AEDs Act. It will provide grants to schools so they can buy life-saving tools needed to quickly respond to sudden cardiac arrest situations. Among those lobbying for the legislation, NFL player Damar Hamlin.
We are so humbled and inspired by what I feel is an opportunity that God has given me to help and protect young people based on what I experienced.
Hamlin went into cardiac arrest during a game in Cincinnati back in January. Doctors say the CPR he received on the field saved his life.
A Milwaukee neighborhood frustrated with what its residents are calling a serial porch pirate.
Why do you keep coming back?
One incident caught on camera, new tonight on 12 News at 6. The plea from neighbors to stop the crimes, plus the new way to pay on Milwaukee County buses, and the reason it might cost you a little bit less. That's new on 12 News at 6, immediately following World News with David Muir.
Tonight, California is still reeling as another severe storm makes its way across the state. Governor Gavin Newsom has requested a presidential major disaster declaration for the areas impacted by storms since February 21st. If approved, it would provide eligible counties with housing assistance, food aid, counseling, medical services, and legal services. So far, California has invested more than $60 million to the areas impacted by these storms. And back here at home, rain and thunderstorms return late week.
Yeah, Daji, some storms could be severe.
Yeah, we're keeping an eye on that. So California has been getting slammed with the start of these storms, and this energy for this week is coming from California. So on radar right now, we have some thunderstorm activity across California, across the West Coast. This will continue to translate into our Thursday, Friday, and even into Saturday, eventually pushing out of our area as we head into the late weekend. Now, with the storm system on the way, we could pick up some rain across southeastern Wisconsin, up to an inch here in places like Milwaukee and Racine. As you head further north and across portions of Fond du Lac and Sheboygan County, an inch to a half an inch is possible over the next 3 days. And to the north of there, even some heftier amounts, potentially even some snow up north Wisconsin. So for our Thursday, we're going with highs in the mid and upper 40s. I do think I'm being hopeful with that temperature of winds switch slightly out of more out of the southeast. It could be a bit colder in Milwaukee. It is an impact day, even though we aren't going to start off with wet weather. We'll see some sunshine in the morning, and then clouds will increase, and then there'll be a chance for some evening rain and a mix across southeastern Wisconsin. Friday is where we have a higher concern. Thursday night, rain will swing through. That will continue into our Friday with rounds of rain, and that is going to bring also the chance for thunderstorms, some of which could be strong. We're still keeping an eye on several elements here, but here is a look at what areas will be impacted by that storm system as we head into our Friday along our cold front, which will be the main triggering factor here. That includes places like St. Louis, even into Chicago, Milwaukee and Chicago right now in that 2 out of 5 zone, meaning there is a chance for thunderstorms and maybe even an isolated tornado that we can't rule out. We are going to start off early here Friday around there. Perhaps a break, and that break's going to be important in terms of how much the atmosphere can recoup to set up for the second round, which is likely starting off in the evening. Right now, the energy seems low. That means we are going to have to watch that go up to get everything to be perfect for storms, but there is some wind shear and that could allow for some spinning in the atmosphere. We are going to be concerned about some strong winds here, gusty conditions, especially Friday. We'll start to notice those winds increasing into our Thursday evening, noticeable into Friday as well as Saturday. So definitely want to keep an eye on this if you do have any plans for the late week. Here's a look at that futurecast Thursday. As we head into 3, 4, 5 p.m., there's going to be this swath of moisture bringing in rain and a mix. Sheboygan, Fond du Lac, even into portions of Ozaukee County could see a mixture there. Probably some sleeting perhaps, and then that will continue to lift out to the north. We'll get a break, and then as we head into your Thursday, closer to 1, 2 a.m., that's where we'll start to notice the chance for some rain. That will continue. We'll get a break here Friday afternoon, and then Friday evening, that low and cold front swing through Wisconsin and Illinois, and that's where we do have the concern for the severe weather. As far as temperatures go, we will see those up and down with a lot of heat coming into the system on Friday. We could get close to 60 degrees across portions of Milwaukee, and then we'll cool back down Saturday, but temperatures will be in the 50s next week. So I'm looking forward to that.
50s will feel a lot better.
Silver linings. Yes. Thank you, Daji. Ahead here at 5, the legal fight over Starbucks and unions.
Up next, the accusations that the company has led an anti-union campaign and the pushback from Starbucks' former CEO.
Plus, the new flavor of ramen noodles hits shelves, the traditional meal inspiring the new taste.
Watch WISN 12 News on your schedule. Download the Very Local app. Stream for free on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and your phone.